Hola estudiantes, hoy es viernes, el 20 de marzo. Can you believe it's Friday? Oh my gosh, this has been one of the weirdest weeks ever, huh? So I hope you guys are doing well at home. I know it's hard to stay inside, and the fact that everything is closed, and it's hard not to, um, see your friends and go out and do things with them. Hopefully you're utilizing FaceTime and social media and connecting with people that way and connecting with your family while we're in this quarantine. um, it's looking day after day like sometime in April, hopefully April 6th will come back, but the Chicago Public Schools, usually we look to those. So we'll see what happens if we have to be in this longer. I have lots of different activities for you guys, and I'm sure day to day, if things change, the district will be reaching out to all of us, and you'll probably know the same time that I do, like we did on Friday. We didn't know until you guys knew. We knew like 5 minutes before they announced it. So, all right. So if you guys are um, working out there right now today, just try to keep a positive attitude. I really don't want you to lose your Spanish while you're gone away from me. So please practice each day. Take attendance each day. There were some people that forgot attendance yesterday, so please make sure to complete this attendance form for today. And then this afternoon by 2 o'clock, I look at that and then I record attendance on Infinite Campus for you guys. Also, try the No Inglés Viernes. I've created a Flipgrid for you guys. Um, so when you click on the link here for Viernes, it will take you to this Flipgrid. You're going to take a look at the image and give me a complex sentence. Record that. I'd love to see your faces and hear your voices. Really, that's the reason I did the Flipgrid, so that I can see you guys. A little bit more participation today would be excellent. I'm starting to feel a little, um, cabin fever, and I miss your faces. I miss your voices. Some of you guys have reached out to me on the attendance form or through email, but I'm really starting to miss you guys a lot. So it would be great to hear from you, even if it's just a little sentence describing this silly picture that I posted for today. Okay, what's next? Um, submitting your work. Most of you guys have the hang of this. I just want to go through it for a few of you guys who might need a little reminder about posting your work. Okay, so first things first, you make a copy of the activity for today. Here's what that looks like. As always, at the beginning of the activity, it's got a description of the overall project that we're working on in these next 2 weeks, the paper option, the electronic option. Um, if you missed that, go back to day one. I explained everything in that video. Oh, that's not the right word. It should be task 4, day 4. Glad I updated that as we were going through it. So this is the task for day 4. We're working with clothing. We're filling our suitcases with clothing today. So clothing items. Um, Here is a review activity that I'd like you to complete. There's a bunch of different games in that review activity. Try a few of them. See if any of them work for you, if you like those, and then list the names of the games that you tried. To review clothing words, you can either use Quizlet or here is a YouTube video um, uh, uh, with vocabulary for clothing. Um, and then these ones down here, if you click on the image, it'll bring up a bigger image. It has accessories. So with vacations, you need a lot of accessories. So if you click on those links, it'll bring you to a larger image that you can manipulate. Same thing with this. Here's a infographic about different climates and what clothing they suggest you wear. And since we're traveling, we have to think about the climate and the weather. You guys created your weather calendars yesterday. So think about the climate and the weather and what you would need to have in your suitcase for this particular trip. Here's the Quizlet for clothing items in case you want to just practice that and make sure that your spelling is correct. Um, and then I've got Explicalo. So I'm asking you to describe 8 items for your suitcase, eight um, 8 pieces of clothing or accessories for your suitcase. So Explicalo is going to come in handy. So if you need to review that, how to describe things using Spanish. Also, I have some resources here for picking out images. If you just go to Google Images, sometimes the filters aren't on. So making sure that you're choosing images that you're allowed to reuse for education purposes. Here is this worksheet is the one that you're going to complete as well. So aside from studying the vocabulary a little bit and practicing with those games from above and listing which games you used, I'm also going to ask you to complete this activity. So here is the um, activity. You are going to, you can use paper or Google Slides, your choice, electronic or on paper. Here's an example here. So you're going to find or draw an image of a piece of clothing or an accessory, and then you're going to use circumlocution to describe it. So, es un abrigo, es verde y largo, está hecho de lana, tiene bolsillos y botones y se lleva en el otoño y la primavera, se lleva se lleva cuando hace fresco. Let me just change that a little bit because that grammar is not so correct. Se lleva cuando hace fresco, right? So review from the beginning of the year when we learned this stuff, and it'll help you keep your vocabulary up. You're going to fill in your suitcase with at least 8 items. Okay, when you're done with that, you make sure that's in your Spanish folder. So here, hold on. You're going to move it into your Spanish folder. Right now, I have a folder called, COVID-19 to keep track of what I am working with you guys on while we're out here. So, but you're going to move it into your Spanish folder instead of just having it in your Google Drive. That will unlock it, because if over here, if it says private, I can't view it. A lot of you guys on your ePortfolios posted yesterday or the day before, and it was locked. So you should see this word right here where it's like anyone from our district can view. And if you've got that, you can copy that link, and that goes right here into our day 4 worksheet. Goes right here. You highlight the words to change words into a link. A lot of you guys just post it underneath it. So instead of doing that, you don't want that. You want to see the words and then click on the link, right? So that's a better option. So you highlight the words, and here, right here, is the insert link, or you can Control K, okay, and then just paste it in there, okay? And when you apply, it'll change into a link. I'm going to undo this because this is my original. Same thing. You're doing that same thing. When you're posting it. So you're posting this entire thing. Okay, you grab your link. It's in my Spanish folder, so it's unlocked. You go to the slides for today. You go to your class period. And we're just going to, Elle, I hope you don't mind. We're going to use yours as an example because you always have everything posted correctly. So, good example. So, if I go into your ePortfolio, I have created an e-learning page for you that you are going to use every single time you post stuff. So e-learning, here we go. And you're going to go down to today's date, March 20th. Again, highlight the words, either Control K or click this link, insert link, and that's where you paste your link. Right, then I'll be able to view it and give you some feedback. Or Al, I'm going to undo that because she has her own work to do there. Okay, and then down below, check it out. Down below, I've given you guys some feedback on the work that you've posted so far. If you haven't posted yet, some of you guys are doing attendance and probably working, but maybe haven't finished everything. And if you haven't posted yet, I don't have any comments there for you yet. But I will be reaching out to you probably sometime today to double check that you've been watching the videos, you know how to complete the work and to see if you guys have any questions. But for those of you who did post the work, I gave you guys some feedback on your e-learning page. So that's where we're going to communicate about all the stuff that we're working on. So you're posting your work there, and then I'm communicating with you any things that you need to take a second look at if there's something that's incorrect, um, or just to give you some feedback on how great you guys are working. Okay. All right, guys. So if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you. I've been getting some messages in attendance and some emails. Keep that up. Um, and if to record a message on Flipgrid for today to be able to hear your voice, that would be super great because I am missing you guys so very much. All right, so is there anything I forgot? So yeah, so attendance, complete the task, do the Flipgrid, post it on your e-learning page for your parents if they still need some clarification about things. I have this resource that I've been posting there. But then also, if you're like, I'm done by 11 o'clock, and your parents are kind of like, isn't there anything else that you can do? Some of the parents have been reaching out, asking for help for teachers in that way. I want to remind you guys that if you go into um, this these options right here and open speakers notes, I always have some extras, right? I always have some little extras in the speakers notes. I've got your online textbook. They've got listening activities, writing activities, reading activities, videos, um, Duolingo. You can always do Duolingo. You guys know that. The Quizlet sets. You can always study the need to know vocabulary. Senor Woolley. If you miss his videos, here's the code that goes along with that. Senor Jordan, um, who teaches anything in Spanish that you might need to know, especially level 1 and 2. Locura de Marzo, if you haven't been keeping up with the videos, it's a great competition, so check that out. And then brain breaks. Every once in a while, you probably need some time to take a brain break. And then Discover Education covers everything. There's some foreign language stuff in there, but covers everything. So they have some cool research projects and just some like choice learning for you guys in Discovery Education. So, all right. So that is that is Friday, um, the 20th of March, el 20 de marzo. You guys have a good weekend. Next time, I'll be checking your work, and the next time I'll check back in with you is Monday. So if you didn't get feedback from me yesterday, I was working all day on feedback on your e-portfolios, then you will get some feedback from me for today. Anything that you had posted by like 8 o'clock last night, I will update Infinite Campus today. That's my big goal. Anything from before this school shutdown, and then anything that you've posted since yesterday on your ePortfolio, I'm going to be updating Infinite Campus to just record what you have. And then that gives you a reminder, that gives your parents a reminder if there's anything that we need to figure out and make up or retake. And as of right now, retakes and makeup tests for things that were from before. We will do that um, after we return to school. And if we are out longer than April 6th, we'll figure out a contingency plan for that. So you and I will figure that out if that applies to you. So please don't stress about it. We will figure it out. Okay. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. I know it's hard to be in quarantine, so I'm getting a little stir crazy too. Reach out to people through social media and through like Flipgrid and educational apps. I know some teachers are doing Hangouts and Zoom, so that's awesome. Take advantage of those. All right, guys. Hasta lunes. Have a good weekend.